Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome to another Jenny Live. I hope you guys are having an amazing evening. ¿Cómo están, amigos? Bienvenidos, buenas noches. Hola, hola, hola. Únanse a nosotros en Miami TV, donde sea que estén. Tiempo de interactuar, tiempo de relajarnos, media horita de temas mixtos, ¿por qué no? Sí, sí, sí. Si tienen algún tema que quieran hablar, por favor, interactúen conmigo en vivo ahora en los chats que tenemos al aire. All right, guys, so we have our members chat, we have Facebook and YouTube, so if you want to interact with us there, go ahead and tune in. And I'm going to finish the other day's topic that had to do with the third eye. So if you guys have any experience in that, let me know as well. Okay, so we finished in preparation to open your third eye could be dangerous, possibly, sometimes. A whole new experience of things like frighteningly accurate intuition and unwanted astral projections in which both body and soul are vulnerable to harm, may be overwhelming to an unprepared individual. Unwillingly astral projections, it's very difficult that will happen, but it can happen. So I think it can happen if you're connected to something negative. I don't see it happening if you're in a positive lifeline. So I think that's super important to keep in mind. If you're in a negative, lifestyle where negativity is around you, within you, all over, then obviously the moment that you go to sleep, if there's something negative that is trying to claim your soul, believe it or not, yes, that can happen where they can, try to actually pull you out. Has it ever happened to anybody, by the way? I know we started really quick with the topics today, but it's really scary. It's happened to me several times when I was a kid, and it basically feels like you're lifting yourself out, but forcibly, like something is literally sucking your soul. That is what it feels like. I think we spoke about this in one show, and it was called Incubus and Succubus, if I'm not mistaken. There's energies that can actually suck you out of your body, believe it or not. So what do you do against this? Well, just make sure you're positive, make sure you're radiating positivity. And if you ever do feel like something's bothering you in your home, and you're young, of course, then in that case, you're going to talk to your elderlies and ask them to see what it is that's going on. Because the only reason why this can happen is because your energy is unprotected. So why are you unprotected? Why are you feeling like there's something forcibly, taking you out of your body and you're fighting to come back? So you feel like something's pulling you out and you're trying to communicate with somebody in your real, this world. So you could be screaming, like in my case, it was like, Mom, Mom, and nobody would hear you because it's in your mind. So you're screaming out loud, but you're not screaming physically out loud. So it's really freaky. It happened to me several times in one particular home that we were in Uruguay. And guys, it's so important to know who's, to know who's been in that home when you're buying a home prior to moving in, because your whole life can just change in a drastic way, where 360, all of a sudden maybe you were super fine and all of a sudden you started going, you moved to this new home and things started happening. So spaces are always covered or not covered, but a space is taken over by energy. When there's no positive energy there to fill that space, normally negative energy is the one that fills it. So keep that in mind. Saludos, Venezuela, ¿cómo estamos? Me dicen de que han tenido cortes nacionales en Venezuela en los últimos días. Qué locura. Espero de que estén, pues, dentro de todo bien. Hi, Jenny from Palm Springs, California. Hi, Lenny. What's going on? Don't forget, guys, tomorrow we're going to be live again with Brandon, and we're going to be talking about, apparently, about different indigenous tribes, specifically African tribes and their beliefs and systems. So we're going to learn a lot tomorrow. I'm excited. We love to learn. I love watching you live. Thanks, Jack. Good evening. I drank lots of water today. Man, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I totally forgot to drink water today. I literally didn't have 1 cup of water the whole day. That's really bad. Don't do that. Careful. Okay. Um, so can you finally get out of your body without having a say? Yes, that can happen. It can be overwhelming. Shouldn't a healthy amount of reflection, meditation, and study precede even wanting to open maybe your third eye? I think it's awareness more than meditation, and meditation helps you to be aware. You know, basically, when you're meditating, you're bringing yourself right to a present state, blocking out any kind of distractions. So that's why it's so important. If you have the time to meditate, because it's a way of training your mind. It's a way of training your thoughts more than anything. And as you know, our thoughts are the most important thing because without the control of your thoughts, you're like this crazy little bullet running around everywhere. So yeah, you gotta have control of your thoughts. In fact, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. When you start, the more you start advancing in this journey, you realize that every time you're a little bit more proud of yourself because of how far you've come. So training your mind is definitely necessary to keep that in mind. So if you want to open your third eye, yes, your mind is going to be one of those things that you definitely need to start training. Somebody asked yesterday, all intelligent, do you need intelligence to have a visual imagination? Anthony, you said that. I think so. I think that if your mind isn't working properly, then you're not going to have so many ideas. In fact, I can tell you out of experience that the more you open your mind, the more ideas you're going to start having, the more creative you're going to be, the faster you're going to be actually getting solutions to your problems. And it's almost like you start seeing life in a different perspective, like in a third person kind of point of view, where it's like, wait, there's a problem. Okay, instead of, there's a problem, you're going to kind of step back and be like, there's a problem, but to every problem, there's a solution. And you'll become this like little wise cookie towards your own problems that throughout the years or throughout the months or however long you've been practicing mindfulness, you're going to become that little bit of that monk in you. It's going to come out where nothing bothers you anymore. And when there's a problem, you're not going to get carried away by your impulses and emotions. You're actually going to just take a deep breath and realize that where there's a problem, there's a solution, period, right? So it's really simple. Hello, Canada, always looking spectacular. Hi, Paul, thank you. I think we have a couple more that I missed. Welcome, guys. Beautiful girl. Hello, Michelle, how are you? Welcome. We all come from Africa, yes. Yes. Bacio. Saludos, Italia. ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenidos. Saludos, Canadá. Hi, the one, Larry. Welcome, guys. It happened to me when I was a kid, not since then. It's crazy that, right, like when you're a kid, our energy is 100% reliable on our parents' energy. So if we don't have, for whatever reason, our parents are weak at the moment, meaning like there's some kind of disruption in the family in the sense of fighting or arguing, whatever, not getting along, your shield is broken. So I think that's why we always say it's important to have a positive environment, even if it means that you have to get divorced, because by having a negative environment around youth, it basically cracks. It's almost like the ozone layer, right? You have this dome of peace, you have this dome of protection, and because of the break in the peace, you're slicing that dome of protection and you're allowing any kind of negativity to just kind of swirl its way in, and this is when they can start affecting your children. So yeah, it's super important. We are reliable on our parents' energy when we're little, and if you're an adult, of course, today you're an adult and you're having kids or you're going to have kids, keep that in mind. You are your kid's shield. When you go through puberty, you start actually developing. This is when all your energy starts activating. So, puberty is just the known of activating sexual energy, and that's why your hormones all over the place, your arousal and excitement is all over the place, and you don't know what to do about it. But all it's energy that's starting to rush because you're leaving the nest little birdie, and you're going to start generating your own energy for your own protection. Okay, so before that, your energy is 100% reliable on your parents' energy. So it's super important to keep that in mind, to always have a positive environment around young people. All right, and if you're a young person, then of course take care of that energy. Don't lose it, and protect it as much as you can so that you can utilize it for a bright future. Hello, Jenny. That was 7:13. Let's write that down. Hello, Canada. Welcome. Bienvenidos, amigos. Hi, Al. Oh, that's an interesting name. Alzaikan. Sounds like an emperor's name. I like your energy. Can you give me some of your energy, please? Sure, that's why I'm here. Just look into my eyes. We'll connect. What would happen if one traveled to the very center location of Africa? What if a powerful life force exists there where all human life began? Should we do it? Should we travel to the very center of Africa? Where would that be? I need to Google this. Is it safe? So I want to start doing a show of not just traveling, but I want to start going to energetical places. You guys know that we're all about energy and positive energy. So there are specific places in the world, kind of course, like the pyramids, that are centers of energy in the planet, in our planet. So it wouldn't be strange that Africa has a really strong fountain of energy, and that is why it's kept, kind of low in vibration, and everybody's kept from progressing. Remember that progress is what brings about positive energy in people and communities. So there's a reason why they want to keep Africa poor, and I'm not saying it's energetical, but it could very much, be. I can tell you that's the case in, hi David, hi Charles, Florida, West Virginia, hi guys. I can tell you that's what happens in places where the war never ends. Back in the Middle East, these are very energetical places, and places that have a lot of minerals that by keeping people in fights against each other, it's really easy for other species or even us to get control of these minerals. So, yeah. ¿Cómo estamos? Estás irresistiblemente hermosa esta noche. No tengo la culpa de admirarte tan. Gracias, Daugor. Boston, hello from Florida. We have a lot of Florida people tonight. What's going on there? How's the weather? UAU, Jenny, amazing. Hola, saludos amigos. ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Por qué creen de que esto le pasa solo a la gente, más a la gente joven que mayor, ¿no? O sea, cuando te sacan del cuerpo alguna entidad o algo. Qué loco. So have you ever been sucked out of your body? Strange question, right? Have you? Because it's real and it's horrible. I don't wish it on anybody. It's not cool. It feels like you're dying. I'm not kidding. It feels like I think the last time this happened to me was maybe over 10 years ago. But if any of these symptoms happen to you at any moment, especially if it's constant, you need to move or need to get somebody, a shaman or somebody, to come cleanse your home, because these energies will drain you from your good energy, and that's when you're going to start basically drowning up to the point where you're going to have no positive energy left, and you're going to start getting sick. So there's a lot of people that are totally healthy, and the moment that they move into a house that's totally contaminated by negative energy, start experiencing, loss of energy, loss of strength. They start getting sick or having problems and symptoms and things that they never had before. And yeah, it has to do with the house that you're living in, so be careful. I get a lot of energy from my dad still. He is an awesome man to everyone and is a strong role and full of energy, strong at the age of 80. Charles, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, so there's absolutely no age for energy, so you could be 100 years old and still be vibing really great for people. And you know how they say that the 60s are the new 30s? I mean, look at the celebrities nowadays. But it's true. You're getting to older ages because of technology energy, and so many things that are coming about for youth, right? And health, I think also the way that people are eating, people that are being a little bit more conscious of what they're consuming and bringing into their body. Going back to an organic, natural lifestyle is definitely important. Try to remove any kind of chemicals from your life, from fragrances, perfumes, to makeup and types of clothing, believe it or not. Everything that has some kind of chemical that you're exposed to is going to, well, not give you so much of a bright future as if you were to change for things that are organic and natural. So we got to go back to the earth, you guys. Scotland, that is a place that I've always wanted to go. Did you know that I dance Scottish dance? Yeah. I dance the spades. I have the outfit and everything, because the school where I learned English, which is not the English that I'm speaking now, but it helped a lot, was from Scotland. So yeah, we did the whole shebang bang. The weather here is awesome, nice. How can I live talk with you? It's possible. Please tell me. Live talk with me. Well, you have an AI that you can talk to anytime. You can even call it. It's just visit miamitv.com or Sun Beach TV. Yeah, Jenny Scomililito, you totally ruined my last name, Michelle, but it's okay. And you're Italian. How is that possible? Come on, Scordamaglia en nombre italiano. ¿Cómo no lo vas a poder decir? All right, guys. Hola, Jenny. Hello, David. Ted. Welcome, guys. Human life began in Northeast Africa in the Great Rift Valley, in today's countries of Ethiopia and Sudan. Okay, so maybe we need to pay a visit. I have been kind of intrigued of visiting Africa lately. I get these like really weird urges all of a sudden of going to not weird, but going to specific places. And the past travels that I've done, the few that I've done in the past couple of years, because I was taking a break, there's always been something energetical about it. So I'm intrigued. And well, I'll be in Alaska soon. Hopefully I don't get to see a lot of aliens or UFOs. I'm definitely going to be in the middle of the night in the cruise, just kind of looking up, but for me it's normal. Come to Tulum if you want to see UFOs. Could Africa harness a forbidding energy? It's possible. I don't know. I can't tell you yes, but I do know that there's places. Tulum, for example, is one of them. Tulum has a really strong energy. It either spits you out or embraces you. That's why normally in places with really strong vortices or really strong fountains of energy, which is basically what we call them, there's chaos, believe it or not. So I see it as there's negative entities or beings that want to grab some kind of control over these locations. So you see these places being attacked either with wars or extreme poverty or cartels like here, insecurities. Just negativity. Negativity can represent itself in many different ways. Of course, every country is different. The African place you speak of, where war never ends, could mean that something powerful exists here, or an energy which has become... What was that? An energy which has become corrupt, like the meaning of the ring in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it could also be. But using our logic, just let's think of it like this. Sorry, I just heard a really loud bang. That's why I was like, what was that? Using our logic, it's just like this. If there's a lot of problems happening in one specific place over and over again, and throughout generations even, right? Throughout centuries, these problems have never ceased. There's an evil force in that space of the planet that is there planted for a reason. Because negativity doesn't go and dig a hole and make it its home just because it feels like it. So from there, they can actually feed out to repel negativity to other places. So you bet your bottoms that all of those places that we see as very negative spaces, countries or cities or locations, there's invasions of beings and aliens too, absolutely. I thought you did a video of you doing a Scottish dance. I don't think I did, no. But now that you mentioned it, I don't know why I haven't, honestly. I don't think I haven't danced Scottish dance in, oh man, I need to find one of those videos when I was a kid and show you guys. That was so cute, you know, ding, 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 ding. It was nice. I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed dancing Scottish dance. Hello from England. Hi, Michael. How are you? Beautiful Jenny. I didn't know that you know how to dance Irish. I don't know how to do the Irish dancing, like the one with the feet, the really fast one. But the Scottish one where they dance, you know, with the hands and we used to put two spades and you dance around the spade. Yeah, that I know. Or is it the same thing as the Irish one? I had no idea. I'm from Dubai and I want you to come to Dubai and perform your show in Dubai. Been to Dubai, beautiful place, really nice. Love the desert. And yeah, it was too perfect for me. Sorry. It was just like, everything's so perfect over here. You know, like this doesn't exist in the US. I love what you're wearing. Thank you. I've been on vacation since Friday, staying on a lake. Nice. I feel so calm and at rest. My mind goes blank when on the water, floating. The energy is amazing. Is the water causing this? Yes. Water is a transmuter of energy. That's why you feel so great when you actually go to the beach. So if you're ever feeling dense in energy, we're over here. If you're ever feeling dense in energy, you want to make sure that you visit the closest lake or beach because water will transmute your energy and help cleanse you. Very simple, just go in. You actually have to go in the water, by the way. Don't just stay in the sand. Put your feet in the water, go all the way into the water, and the longer you can stay, the better it is, all right? And then come back out and you'll feel fresh as new. So keep that in mind. Water is great for energy. Okay, we should totally talk about the ancient Egyptians one night. So powerful and enlightening that they were. I think that I'm gonna leave that up to Brandon because he knows the history part of it. I can only give you my experiences in Egypt and the things that I've been through, which I've shared with you. But as so much as history, I think a lot of the history is made up, to be honest with you, especially in Egypt. So, if we can, I gotta ask Brandon if he actually knows like the real history or it's just the one in the books. I love the place that you put up together in Tulum. Thanks, Charles. Yeah, it's a little paradise in earth, I like to call it, a little dome of peace. Your place is perfect. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see. Hello, nice pink talk, thank you. Hola Jenny, ¿cómo estamos? Okay, so nobody else has been sucked out of your body. Great, that's good news, you guys. I'm glad that it's not happening to everybody. I think that it happens to people today mainly that are in negative lifestyles. So if you're, number one, very promiscuous, people that think that, sex isn't a part of your spirituality and you didn't know, no, this actually affects 100%. So if you have been very promiscuous, you have a lot of negativity in your life. So that would actually cause you to have paranormal experiences, or like, for example, being sucked out of your body when you're asleep or having lots of nightmares, okay? Keep that in mind, because I know when people think negative energy, people normally just associate negative energy with negative acts, but they never put together that a negative act is an act also of promiscuity. They never associate sex with spirituality, and that's something that I think can get so many people out of trouble to make sure that you don't have that much karma and that you're in a straight path of positive spirituality. Definitely take care of that sexual energy because it all begins there. That is your creative energy and that is your source, that is your power. Love Miami TV, thank you, me too. No disrespect to Dubai though. What'd you say about Dubai? No, I like Dubai, I think it was nice. I really loved the hotel that we stayed at, it was amazing. Saludos desde Culebra, Puerto Rico. Qué buen nombre, Culebra. Hola Eduardo, bienvenido. Okay guys, let's, we have just a few minutes left, so I'm gonna answer some questions that was sent to me. Jenny, some questions for you. All right. What makes you smile when you wake up in the morning? Life. I know, how cheesy, right? But I'm not kidding. Wake up in the morning and just take a deep breath, smile. Did you know that actually just smiling for no reason immediately sends a signal to your brain that tells you that you're happy, and then you're indeed happy? So just by appreciating the little things, like just being alive, it's great. It's something that everybody should keep in mind when they wake up. Fresh air. Well, if you have fresh air in your home, or smog, it's like it's like another day, and you have like the cars on you. Um, Many more to follow till the semester begins. Johnny, what's your name? My name's Jenny. Nice to meet you. Hi. I guess you're new. So that makes me smile in the morning. What book, movie, or life experience has influenced you the most? The book that has influenced me the most. The book that has influenced me the most is either The Law of Attraction by Henry Hicks or Paulo Coelho, How to Make Friends and Influence Over Others. 100% recommendable, and these are the only two books that I've needed in my life, believe it or not. I no longer read. So now it's just straight up meditation and trying to harness and channel the information through my meditation. It's beautiful. Boy, talking about night now, I'm constantly having really bad nightmares, very disturbing ones, so enough to scare me the crap out of me. Well, that's not good. So I suggest you find someone that works with energy that can maybe help you out in this. Guys, every time there is more invasions of negative energy, and Jaime, if I'm not mistaken, aren't you the one that lost a sibling to suicide not too long ago? That also might have something to do with it. Maybe this person is trying to seek for help, and their way of reaching out sometimes doesn't make any sense, and we just get really scared. So it could be, I'm not saying it is. So it would be recommended that you find some help in a spiritual level in this case. Now, of course, be careful who it is that you do confide in, because a lot of people unfortunately are fake and they just want your money. So make sure that whoever it is that you are seeking in a spiritual life, you have reviews from. Okay, somebody at least gives you some information. Keep smiling, looking awesome. Thank you. I'm enjoying the show. I'm glad you are, Salim, because your lifestyle is very comfortable in Dubai because of hot weather. That's not true though. My lifestyle, I'm naked all day, so I very much know that I cannot be naked in Dubai. The hotel that I went to, I'm not going to tell you the name, but it was a 5-star, amazing hotel in the dunes, near the dunes, and there wasn't many people there. There were maybe it was like I went with my mom. It was me and my mom, and then maybe like 2 or 3 other rooms. So the manager of the place, I actually still keep in touch with him. He's a really big fan of Miami TV. So when I arrived, he had no idea that I was going to be there, and he gave me the best treatment, VIP, treatment. Really, really nice guy. And yeah, I was able to do my photo shoots in really little bikinis, no problem, because they were fans. But I made sure to do it, when there was nobody around, and in like areas where I wasn't bothering anybody. So yeah, it was nice. People say that everybody's very strict, but not necessarily. I think it depends on where you go. You just got to be respectful to the culture, that's all. Jenny, your smile is so gorgeous. You should smile 23 hours a day, just 1 hour to go to sleep. Okay, I'm going to give you a tip. So I've been doing a lot of like face yoga lately. If you don't know what that is, please look it up. It's great. It's like a natural facelifts. Like you can get your, what are these called? Pommules? Get your cheek muscles to be bigger. You can get basically like a facelift, but it just requires a lot of exercise. And there's exercises that you can do. So these teachers, one of them in particular that I follow says, your mind, of course, your face has muscle memory. Okay, so if you are serious and your serious face is this, which used to be mine, that is your muscle memory. So when you're not forcibly smiling, you're going to droop your mouth. So she says, readjust your mind and make sure that your serious face is this. I'm not kidding. I've been doing this for 3 days, and it's already stuck. And when I'm like too serious, I remember and I just bring my smile back up. And no joke, it triggers something in your mind as well. So I want you to try this with me the next couple of days. Bring awareness to your serious face and just, instead of being like that, just a little tiny smirk. So you're bringing the side of your mouth up. And yeah, it makes a difference. You're smiling most of the time. So I can say now that I'm smiling all the time. Jenny, why can't there be more spiritual people like you? Bring back the 60s in this area. Hippies explored so many of these things you speak of. Really, I haven't really researched in the 60s, but probably lots of drugs going around as well. These are facts, everyone. Me too. Always nakedness. Timings of the live show, please. We are live Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern time, except next week the show will be postponed. So the next show is going to be the following Monday. So we end on Friday. I lost a friend to suicide, and then I lost another friend to drug overdose. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Or, I don't know, like, who do you live with? What surrounds you? Is there somebody with depression in the home? Is this in a home that you just moved into? Try sleeping in another room. I don't recommend putting sage because sage actually makes spirits sleep. So unless you're purposely planning, another tip. The tips are going to go to this camera, you guys. Unless you're purposely planning on saging your home every single day, do not sage. Because the only thing that sage does is put entities to sleep. But you know what happens when you wake up? You are pissed off twice as much. So the activity is going to get worse. So fun fact, if you have spirits in your home. We have a couple of reels from the show today, right? Jenny, no parlo italiano, amigo. I think that you could be naked at Dubai if you have some guys who protect you. Yeah, no, guys, I'm not trying to be naked any place where I'll get arrested. That's just not what I do. All right, my loves. We're going to continue tomorrow. Have an amazing evening. Beautiful looking, gorgeous dress, not naked. Thank you. Thank you. Let me read the last of the comments and we will say good night. You hit the nail right on top of the head. I'm relaxing when I'm naked all the time. Amazing. Good, Eric. Ciao, Italia. Un bacio. See you guys later. Have an amazing evening. Stay positive. Don't forget to join us. We have lots of entertainment with positive energy in MiamiTV.com. And we're going to do a positive energy seminar for our members now following this show. Kisses, kisses. See you tomorrow.